Hey buddies, it's badlorie, and I'm back to read you the long-awaited patch notes for the December update with the skin tones revision in it. So hooray! This is a pretty big and exciting update, so without further ado, let me read it to you. December 7th, 2020 patch notes. PC 1.69.57.1020. Mac 1.69.571220. Console version 1.35. Happy holidays, sinners! It's time to go back into CreateASim, where in this update you will find 100 plus new skin tones, customization sliders for skin tones and makeup, and 3 improved base game hairstyles. Every skin tone now has a value slider that allows you to change the light to dark value of that skin tone, unlocking a much wider variety of skin tone options for you to play with. You will also find that our skin tones are now filterable from warm to cool to neutral tones, as well as miscellaneous that covers our occult skin tones. The new makeup sliders add more choices and opportunities for you to customize your Sims and express your Sims style. Hue, saturation, value, or brightness and opacity are now available to modify on the makeup. We have locked some of the sliders where it did not provide an optimal experience or make sense for the makeup. Expect us to continue to work on these issues into the future to provide you with more. In addition to the customization opportunities provided, you can also save custom swatches as you tweak your sliders to get the perfect look. When you click on the swatch for skin tones and makeup, as you modify the sliders, you will have the opportunity to save your custom settings so you can reuse it later without having to remember your perfect looks. Did we mention that we made some hair updates? We did! We updated a base game child hair, CF hair _ braided ponytail, and we added a second version of that hair that removes the baby hairs, CF hair _ braided ponytail plain, and we updated a base game male hair that you may find difficult to recognize from the original hair, YM hair _ flat top textured. We have updated the main menu, again! The idea behind this change is to create a more cohesive experience and give packs a more proper space as they continue to grow with our lineup. As a nice bonus, we highlighted the gallery in a more meaningful way to inspire you. SimGuru Gnome, SimGuru Rusky. Now, on to the fixes. The Sims 4 base game. Sketching so much that the digital sketchpad just quit on you? Never fear! Freelancer Sims that use the digital sketchpad will now be able to complete designs without being reset abruptly. Happy birthday to all! Sims will now properly age up. Adulting is hard, but they will make it, don't worry. Fixed an issue in which doors, windows, and arches had cutouts when being reflected in mirrors. Sims that do not have the fishing skill or have not been fishing at all will not get notifications about identifying fish. They were fishing with their minds! The following careers have added Take the Vacation Day option. Yay! Gardener, Seasons, Military, Strangerville, Lifeguard for Teens and Conservationalist, Island Living, Law, Education and Engineer, Discover University, Civil Designer, Eco Lifestyle. Editor Rusky note. I didn't want to add each line in each pack for this fix. It would have looked weird and robotic, so that is why I chose to do one bullet point for all in this section. Child Sims will no longer forget they are in their sleepwear when they go to school, though in these times of work from home and school from home, I don't blame them one bit. The Sweet Escapes country toilet will no longer be comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time. There can only be one. Sims with the best-selling author aspiration can now complete their task of writing 3 bestsellers. Fixed an issue in which resized objects would disappear when they were downloaded as part of the gallery items. We revised our careers, pack-specific and not, and we made sure that there were no chance cards that were repeated constantly. We noticed we had added the option to clean up toddler on kitchen and bathroom sinks for both toddler and children by mistake, so we removed it for both age groups from the sink. But how would they fit? Like how? These are the questions that keep me up at night. Build Snowpal interaction is no longer available on non-natural ground for simmers that own Seasons and or Snowy Escape. That's why he's called a Snowpal, not a Floor Pal. Get to work. We made a clarification on the xenophilia moodlet when interacting with alien Sims. It should no longer say, from discovering aliens, but now correctly reads, from interacting with aliens. Fixed an issue in which childbirth was not possible if simmers changed the color swatches of the surgery tables. Now listen, I have heard about renting out whole hospital wings for childbirth in real life and other eccentricities, but this was really something. Get together. Male Sims will no longer get pregnant after receiving calls from NPC Sims. City living. NPC Sims will now text and call with invitations to festivals. I personally welcomed the calm and quiet of my phone not beeping about constantly, but I can't miss festival. Sims rejoice. Yard sale customers will no longer invade their home lots and use household objects. It's a yard sale out in the yard, not an open house. Did you ever regret trusting some Sims enough to give them your apartment keys to constantly get visits from them for milk and juice? You can rest assured that they will no longer visit you for this purpose. I think some neighborly love is appreciated, but this went beyond the proverbial, "may I have a cup of sugar" type of situation. Fixed an issue in which interactions to participate on GeekCon contests would not appear when interacting with objects. We decided to give a bit more clarity when displaying the location of festivals, so now it will display as near insert location and not a distinct location that is not entirely correct. This is true for festivals and Snowy Escape as well. Cats and dogs. Pets will no longer sleep in random places when told to sleep in their pet beds. In my world, they can sleep whenever they are most comfortable. My conspiracy, allegedly. Seasons. Sims can now shower in the rain. Jury's still out on singing and dancing. Sims will no longer lose their shovels when performing other autonomous activities while performing the interaction shovel snow. Our friendly neighborhood snow pal has properly been renamed to Chill, Chill, from Chill, Chil. Everything I knew before was a lie. A lie! Ever felt like the holiday spirit has just been too much to handle, and Father Winter started to show up everywhere and not letting you do much of anything, getting a bit out of hand? Well, fear not. Father Winter will stop replicating himself to spread holiday cheer. Note, this fix is not entirely retroactive. New saves should see this without issue. Existing saves will correct themselves over time. Get famous. Duck Security SCRO09E Super XL Smart Vault will no longer disappear after Sims Woohoo in it. You can say Woohoo can be romantic and magical, but maybe not to this extent. NPCs from the actor career would sometimes show up on set, making gigs impossible to complete. We've spoken with our union reps and everyone has agreed to stop this ridiculous strike. What were they striking about? Was there even a strike? We may never know. Mermaids and other occults should no longer be able to make hybrid occults. How are they making them? Oh boy, I'm not sure if it's appropriate for me to give you the mermaid birds and spellcaster bees talk. Randomly generated mermaids will no longer be seen without some of the features in some affected simmer saves. However, this fix is not retroactive, so it should be seen fixed in new saves. Pizza delivery to Lagoon Look has been fixed to arrive promptly. This is Sulani Deep Lagoon Pizza, home of the 2x1 mermaid kelp pizza and the salty llama combo. May I take your order? Descriptive Simlish on the line. Indescribable Simlish on the line. Yes, we now can actually deliver to Lagoon Look. Interrogative Simlish online. Yes, we told our delivery sims that they need to deliver it there and not keep the pizza for themselves. Like, give it to the actual client. Surprise Simlish online. Discover University. Has this ever happened to you? Your sim is ready to make an offering to the sprites only to find a crystal stuck without being able to move it. No longer a problem. Sims can now remove offerings so their full rituals can be resumed. Sprites rejoice! We fixed an issue for our console simmers that wouldn't allow them to close the humanoid robot's behavior module menus correct. Fixed an issue that would cause items to be repossessed when loans were fully paid. That is not how it worked, repo person. Not how it worked! Sims with research and debate skill 3 or higher will no longer be able to convince to with toddler sims. Masquerade Secret Society masks are now properly unlocked and create a sim when joining the Secret Society. Fixed an issue in which the heckle animation was sometimes not being performed autonomously by sims while playing ping pong. Eco Lifestyle. Fixed an issue that triggered off-the-grid notifications after traveling to different lots in Evergreen Harbor, even when they are not labeled as off-the-grid. We spoke to all eco-inspectors, and they have agreed that they should not be charging the energy-efficient appliance fine when your appliances are fully upgraded to be super efficient and amazing. I mean, all that work can still get fined. Not in this house! Fixed an issue in which some placeholder text was showing up in notifications after dumpster diving. The Americana station speakers will now play music, as the prophecy foretold. When the We Wear Bags nap is active, Grim Reaper will not be partially invisible when appearing on a lot. Grim Reaper contributes. Living the no appliance lifestyle? We've got news for you. Sims will no longer be penalized for not having eco-friendly appliances. No appliances, no fines. Snowy escape. Vending machine canned soups and drinks won't spoil anymore. Time to stock up. Sims can no longer go on hikes while holding their toddlers. Space heaters will now be able to be placed on lots from inventory, sharing the warmth everywhere. Fixed an issue in which shoe removal sign in 512 Koyomatsu was not working properly. We also added shoe removal signs to 511 Koyomatsu and 214 Wakabamori. Sims will now be more visibly furious when having the appropriate furious sentiment towards another sim. Yes, I'm mad. No, this is my furious face. Fixed an issue with some animations that would stutter while snowboarding or skiing. We also made sure that Sims with a high level of those skills would not always choose the bunny slopes. Izzy Fabulous's star Simmy rank was just too fabulous, so we had to correct it to be 1 star less than displayed. Don't worry, Izzy, you're still a full 4 stars in my book. You are that fabulous to me. After much debate of whether it's a cave shrine or a mountain shrine for hiking destinations, we finally decided to just call it Mountain Shrine. We revised the snoop-proof bamboo blinds and it is now possible to drop them like they're hot with the 1,000 Worlds window. NPC Sims will no longer take over the slopes for themselves for an infinite period of time. Now they will be sharing with all Sims the joy of the slopes. Fixed an issue in which Sims would get a highlighted in the sentiment panel and as if receiving new sentiments every time traveling is involved. Sims with rock climbing skill 7 or higher are able to autonomously climb the tall wall. Such tall, so much wall. There is no need to not face what makes you uncomfortable autonomously. Had a chat with Yamachan and asked if he was okay. He seems to start random conversations, then randomly say goodbye without reason. We are happy to report that he is okay now and will try not to do that. Give us a hug, Yamachan. Food stalls at Mount Komorebi festivals won't be closing shop randomly during festival hours anymore. Guitar piano intro.
Closing time. Open all the stalls and eat all the food in the world. Closing time. Turn all the lights on and let Yamachan greet you here.
Create a sim asset, YMHat_EP10 helmet goggles, has been fixed to no longer display clipping around the neck area, as well as we made sure no facial hair is removed when wearing this asset. Dine out. Experimenting with photo frames will no longer use the same picture of an experimental meal when displayed. Hot pot meals are now part of restaurant menus. I miss the times when I would go eat a hot pot at a restaurant. One of my favorites are the conveyor belt that carries your fixings and never leave your table for a thing. Vampires. Vampire Sims will no longer be affected by temperature, so they won't be constantly obsessed with the lighting of fireplaces and trying to get warm. Well, buddies, that was everything. That was all the patch notes I have for you today. I can't wait to get in there and try out all the new skin tone and makeup sliders and see how the difference that they actually make. Anyway, that's enough for now. I'm gonna go play The Sims. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!